My name is Yomi Smith. Like my father's name, I'm Junior.
Okay,
Yomi
Abayomi
Jr.
Jr.
Yes, Ajayi Smith
is
from
Abayo.
Nijabode.
So what brought you to Agbo town?
My father was kidnapped last year, September 28th. He was leaving his home, residence home,
Okay,
in Igbeba in Nijabode, Ogun State. He
okay,
was going to his office in Ijari. It's less than 10 minutes drive.
okay.
Yes, so it wasn't up to 2 minutes or a minute when he left home that he was apprehended.
What's the nature of the work your father does?
He's a trader.
He's a trader. He's
Yes.
into what
He
precisely?
sells building materials.
Okay.
He buys and sells building materials.
What's your position?
I'm the second child,
Okay, you're
the
the
first
second.
male child
Is
of the
okay.
family. Yes.
So on the fateful day in question, where were you?
I was at home. I was actually preparing to go to a place of work.
Okay, what do you do?
I also sell, I trade with building materials, but just door precisely,
Okay.
not all building materials. From the kidnappers, we communicated with and we paid the ransom October 6th.
Okay, okay. Do you have anybody in mind? Perhaps maybe you had an issue with somebody before this ugly incident?
My father is an easygoing man. He doesn't do any illegal business or he doesn't have rifts with people. He's a very honest person. So I can hardly point to anybody. But within that period, there was a lot of kidnap in Nijabode.
Okay. The people, how did they get your contact before they asked for this ransom you said you paid?
After he was kidnapped, it took them, I think, about 4 days or 5 days before they contacted us. The first day they contacted us was October 1st.
Last year still?
Yes.
That was like
Kidnapped September.
September, okay.
Yes, September 28th.
Okay,
So we were contacted firstly, I think it was a Thursday,
okay,
October 1st, and immediately we contacted the police.
okay,
On the day he was kidnapped, the police were the first people to notice the kidnap because where he was kidnapped is not too far from the police station.
okay.
It's less than 2 minutes drive from the police station. So ever since then, the police has been guiding us that we should await their call, that they would call, that is their usual practice since they are kidnappers. Police were convinced that they are kidnappers. So they called on that Thursday and they requested for some amounts. And after several negotiations, we agreed upon a ransom and it was paid in Bini along with police people. They wanted to track. It failed, but they were aware. And they asked just one person to carry the ransom. So we had a volunteer.
Okay.
And the volunteer came along with police. Police were already around the driveway and the ransom was paid. And after the ransom was paid, they stopped communicating with us.
The volunteer that went to pay the ransom dropped it somewhere and left.
According to him, he said it was being directed by the kidnappers. They called with my father's phone. They were calling my mom's phone
Okay,
and my phone.
okay,
Yes. So, according to the police, they said it's their usual practice. So the man delivered the ransom to them, and ever since then there was no communication. But they told the man that he should wait at Agbo bypass,
okay.
that they would deliver my dad there.
So,
And ever since then, his numbers has not been reachable, and they've not contacted us. We've not received any contact. But then the police are still claiming they're working on it. What actually brought us to Agbo was that we've not lost hope that my father is late.
okay.
We still believe he's alive, and through prayers, we have the conviction that he has lost his memory. So he's more or less roaming around everywhere his mind takes him. Last week, through prayers from different sources, they told us that he's in Agbo and that he has lost his memory. Yes. We traveled from Ijebode yesterday morning
Okay.
and we got here around 4 5 in the evening. We're directed to Agbo Youth Vigilante Group, and they've been helpful since yesterday. Today, when we're pasting it from town to town, community to community within Agbo, people were telling us that they've been seeing someone that looks almost like the images on the... Yes, the chairman at Agbo Youth Vigilante assigned some of his men to take us around the Agbo community.
Okay.
Yes, at least the populated areas where people can easily be informed about it and they would try to understand the situation. Especially the motor parks, the bike parks, about 2 parks precisely and they're not too far from each other. Along with the women there, that they've been seeing their faces around the premises, but he just used to walk around, but they don't know where he is. But they would be in search and they will communicate with us. I think we had progress with our belief that he's alive and he's in this town.
I want to ask, there are two pictures here. So which is the current picture? Why?
When he was kidnapped, his current picture is the one on white.
Okay. Oh,
September
wow.
28th, this year now would make it a year. So we believe that he will have lost shape, he will have lost his weight, he will have lost body form. We went for his older picture when he was still younger and he was a bit sick with ulcer here. Yes, so we believe that it would not be too far from these two images.
That is Mr. Yomi Smith,
yes.
So which the son right here with me confirmed was kidnapped over a year now. So the contacts are there, and you said you've informed the Agbo Youth Vigilante. So have you not employed the police?
The police were the first contact when this thing happened.
That was at Ijebode.
At Ijebode. We've taken the case to Zone 5.
Wow.
And I believe Zone 5 covers Benin, Axis, and all these axes. We've been to Zone 2 in Lagos, Onekon. And currently, they are really monitoring it from Abeokuta, Eleweron.
What do you want the people in the community right now to do for you?
Since yesterday, and I've seen that this is a very lovely community, and they are hoping to reach out to help. Even a stranger that they don't know, that doesn't speak their language and all. And I believe they would extend the same help in searching for my father. I just pray that he's found, and I hope that if anyone should see anyone who looks like these two images here, you should please contact the Agbo Youth Vigilante and also the one at Awa. Owa.
Yes,
sorry, Owa.
All right.
And the police, yes, because they are informed. My contact is the first two. My brother's contact is the second, and our pastor, his contact is the last. Yes, sir. But we are convinced it's in Agbo.
So this is Mr. Yomi Jnr.
Yes.
So
Ajayi
Smith. We've had an interactive section with him. He has spoken extensively and is using this medium to appeal to the people of Ikan Agbo precisely to put in their efforts in searching for father.
Yes.
Okay. So what are the languages your dad speaks?
He speaks English and Yoruba language fluently. Yes. Very well. The whole Agbo community has been supportive. Whoever finds him would be graciously compensated. We would indeed compensate him.
Hey everybody, keep watching PMTV.
I'm giving a shout out to PMTV, People's Mind.
Yo guys, it's Emeka from Amsterdam, Holland. Go and check PMTV.
Hey guys, keep watching PMTV.
Nigerians, wherever you are, whether you're in Enugu, Lagos, Abuja, keep on watching People's Mind Television, PMTV.